Girl, something a little bit different for you this week. A single cylinder and a twin cylinder marine steam engine. I picked these up at Strumpshaw at the weekend, Maybank holiday weekend, and believe it or not, these were going to end up in the scrap. They were from a workshop clearance, and somebody that knew the person that was clearing the workshop said to them, hang on a minute, don't scrap those, I might be able to get a bit of money for those. They was then, I believe, donated to some sort of charity, and then they were sold at Strumpshaw Steam Rally this last weekend. Not 100% sure where the workshop was that they were cleared from, but the builder and his details are actually on each engine. Mr. R. Gillings of Burton Street, Lowestoft. That one is 1987, and the single cylinder 1982. You wouldn't believe in this day and age that something like those could possibly, even a remote chance of them ending up near a scrapyard, but it still does happen every day. So I've had a little bit of a play with the single cylinder with the obligatory blowgun in the inlet, and I have got it to start turning over. So I've rigged up an airline fitting on the inlet, ready to have a go with it. The twin cylinder, on the other hand, I have had to order a pipe fitting for the inlet, so I can't have a play with that today, but I'm sure we'll be able to make a video about that later in the week. Now, whilst at Strumpshaw, I did have a couple of people, one person in particular suggested that the single cylinder was a repurposed crop sprayer. Yeah, takes all sorts. Somebody else asked if they were petrol or diesel because of the oil tanks. After talking to somebody else that had something to do with clearing the workshop, there is apparently a set of patterns floating around that the chap used to cast these, but I haven't spoken to him again yet, but I was hoping to speak to him in the coming days and find out a little bit more information on them. So, without further ado, let's connect the airline to the single cylinder. We've already pumped up the compressor. We have oiled everything on the engine, ready to go. We'll connect the airline and give it a run, or at least try. So what do we reckon to that, boys and girls? From scrapyard to running in less than a couple of hours. Isn't that great? I actually expected it to use far more air than it is, but earlier on I managed to run it for 3 minutes with the blowgun before the compressor fired back up again. I have got it switched off for the sake of the video, so it doesn't fire up mid-filming. But yeah, you get the general idea. Now, for now, I am going to list these on both eBay and the website for sale. I will leave the links in the description. However, if somebody knows of a suitably sized boiler, I do have had the offer of one, but probably a little bit on the large side for these pair. If somebody knows of a suitably sized boiler, I would be very interested in hearing from you, because they would make quite a nice thing set up on a trolley to keep, to be honest. So yeah, I will leave links in the description. Hopefully we'll be back next week with a video of the twin cylinder working once the airline turns up. Have a little look round there. I'm not sure whether the chap ran them on steam or whether he just ran them on air in his workshop. The single cylinder certainly looks like it's done a bit of running. Maybe he had himself a boat. We'll try and find that out. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and until next time, goodbye.